It's just got a beautiful look about it and a soft colour, so you can, if you've got other plants around it, you know, they match up really nicely.
Contrast,
and it's quite amazing when the sun hits this, how it sort of intensifies it as well, and how it throws shadows across the garden as well. It just brings the garden alive, I think.
Lovely colours, gold and green with a pink stripe colour, and those colours intensify in the sunlight as well. So £29.95 is your price, 437380
and a great
is the
size,
item number.
4.5 litres.
4.5 litres. We'll just look at some of the features for you there, and when you take a look at those features, you can see that you're going to use it in every single garden, whether you've got
as
the
we
smallest
say,
or the largest.
Great in containers, great in beds and borders as well, and it's that instant impact. It's a newer breed, so you've really got these sword-like foliage, and that will, like we're saying, look so amazing in the sunlight. Low maintenance, this is the thing we really like. If you're like us and you're away from your plants for a little while, or like Denise was saying when we were talking about this, if you live by the seaside and things.
A lot of people who live by the coast, they find it very difficult to find the right plants because they die because of the sea, there's salt in the air, but these do really well. So they're very good if you live by the coast.
Now what we've done here is just popped it into one of our planters, which it works alongside really well.
Lovely contrast there. These planters that we've got available for you come in a twin pack. Again, you'll find all the different colour options, the different styles on the website. We're just going to pop them on the screen for you. So if you want to go for planters, these are UV stabilised, so great in the summer. They won't lose their colour. They're frost resistant. That's the other colour option, the stone.
Now they've called that stone. It's got a really nice grey look to it. So that would look great in a traditional garden. Can't say it, but great in a very modern garden.
Yeah.
I think it's that sort of colour option. I think these are fabulous, and they're lightweight. And Denise, we were talking about this. Sometimes the old plants are so heavy, aren't they?
Yes, if you've got a terracotta pot, they become so difficult to move, and you know, you've got the plastic. They look really good, but they're not so heavy.
So if you want to chop and change around the garden, or bring them into the greenhouse,
yes, exactly,
and things like that, which you won't need to do with your cordyline. Remember, that's hardy to -5 once it's established, which is fantastic. Great price, great size, and it's that instant impact, isn't it?
It really is, straight away. So 485980 if you want to go for the planters. Do shop ahead. Take a look at everything that we've got on the website. ShopOnTV.co.uk is the best way to shop. You can order on the phone, 03333 241 241. Now, we mentioned essentials.
And if we're planting, we definitely need a good compost, don't we?
Yes, this is beautiful, beautifully light and easy to use. It's green friendly, you know.
Yeah, eco-friendly.
It's
so it's completely peat-free.
Plant-based and peat-free, yes, which is what gardeners are looking for now, absolutely.
Now take a look at the deal on the screen. If you go for 1 brick, now we'll explain how the bricks work, but it gives you 75 litres of compost. One of them is £20. However, the better deal is if you go for the 2. You can never have enough compost if you're a gardener. If you go for the twin pack that we've got for you, you'll get 2 for £35, so a further saving there. 958382 is your item number. Now this is how it arrives. It's not like traditional compost.
And can I just say, this is so much easier to carry than the large bags that slump in the middle as you try to pick them up and they slide out of your hands. So this is much easier, much more compact and easier to manage.
Easier to store as well in your shed.
Yes.
You don't need to, once you add the water, obviously you create the compost, but you don't need to add the water until you need the compost. And it's so light and airy, which is so good for the root system, isn't it?
And it also lasts, so it doesn't go off. Some composts, you know, after a year you can't use them because the goodness is lost, whereas with these they stay because you've got them in that block.
And so what do we do with it? We add water to it to make it expand to the 75 litres.
Yes, that's right.
So clever.
We did this morning, didn't we? It's about 20 minutes and you're ready to go. And the thing I really love about this is it's so nice to work with. When I've worked with compost in the past, sometimes those bags of compost you get from the garden centre, they're stodgy, they're thick. Sometimes you can't get them moving, whereas this is so nice, light and airy, so easy to use in your pot, so easy to use around your plants as well in the soil.
In fact, I've been surprised how many people in the studio have been getting their hands in
Absolutely.
Very true.
So definitely go for the twin pack, and it is so important, whatever plants you're growing, to give them that good compost.
So all you need is the item number, 958382 is that item number. It'll get you 2 of the bricks, it'll make 150 litres of compost for £35. The website, as we said, is the easiest way for you to see everything. ShopOnTV.co.uk is the easiest way for you to find everything. Pots, planters, garden essentials, garden tools we've got on the website for you now as well. Everything you could have, even books on gardening for inspiration, if that's what you want to look at. ShopOnTV.co.uk. Now, next up, this is a beauty, and this is all about fragrance, isn't it?
It is. Fragrance is a great pollinator. If you want, a lot of people really like to have the bees.
Bees and the
so important, actually, to get the bees and butterflies into our garden.
So it's a really good pollinator. It has a wonderful perfume. So if you have it over a pergola, you know, with a seat underneath, you'll get that wonderful perfume. As you said earlier, you know, great for having it over a fence, and it's evergreen, so it might lose a few leaves during the winter, but what happens is it'll go this beautiful bronze goldy colour, the leaves in the winter, autumn and winter. So, you know, it's good all round the year. It looks wonderful.
The other thing, it'll grow up to 3 metres if it's left unpruned. Obviously you can prune it out of season.
And look at those gorgeous flowers. They're so pretty, but wait till you smell them. Definitely put it somewhere where you'll smell them, perhaps by a seated area. But because it's so gorgeous as well, if you have got that horrible fence that you'd really like to cover up, or there's a shed that doesn't look quite so nice, honestly, this will make it look absolutely stunning. And I love the fact, like Denise said, that through the winter it's going to keep those leaves too. Now, it's the RHS Award of Garden Merit, which means it's a real proven winner in the garden.
And that takes a lot, doesn't it?
Yes, what they do is test them. They have fields where they test out plants. They have to abide by really strict criteria to get that award.
To get those awards, it is quite a criteria, as we say. The jasminoid's going to look great in all your pots and planters. If you want to use it as a climber, you can. But look at it. And the flowers, for me, those star-shaped flowers are stunning.
Now, this pot that we've popped it into is absolutely stunning. So if you do want to go for this is the sage green, which is such a lovely colour. We'll give you the details. You've got a good choice of colours actually in this one. Yeah,
you've got the green that we're looking at. That's called the sage green, but you've got it available in a blue option that you can see there, and it's also in a red, which is a lovely dark, deep terracotta red available as well.
Absolutely stunning, the pots, and remember they're all weather resistant, so no chipping away through the winter months when the frosts attack them, no getting duller through the summer with the
terracotta,
sunshine.
So disappointing. You spend a fortune on a terracotta pot and then you come in the spring, have a look, and you've got sides, even though they say they're frost resistant, you've got chips out and
it's just fall off, don't they? I remember going in our garden and it all started to crumble, our terracotta.
You see, another nice thing about this pot is that I think that you could put a
trellis.
A trellis, like a wrought iron piece in there. It would fit in there, and it would climb through it. So even on the patio, you could have that, because you can.
Or a balcony, even.
Yes, on a balcony. Yeah, absolutely. Because
even if you've got the smallest space with pots, it allows you to have a garden anywhere.
Absolutely. Yes.
Now the pot size on this one, we'll show you the pot as well. Once again, that's the size of it, as well as the planters that we've got available. Your planter is a pair of planters, and the jasminoides that we've got as the plant itself is a stunner because it's so fragrant.
Should mention as well, those pots you could use inside because you put the hole in the bottom. So if you want to use them in a conservatory, you can do it and water the plants in there. Back to our jasminoid though, absolutely beautiful. I know you're going to absolutely love this. So grab that whilst it's available, and don't forget, whatever you're buying, get that compost. Our bricks of compost, which actually create 75 litres of compost, which is absolutely phenomenal. Allowing you to store them so easily, but giving you a compost that's so light and airy so the roots will thrive, and completely peat free as well, which is really important. So grab that, 958382.
And 150 litres you're making
total. It's
of compost. So again, clever. Find everything on the website. Now we're going to look at geraniums next.
A great stable plant because they can go in borders, they can go in semi-shade. So if you've got a border with a tree in it and you've got a little bit of space in front, then these will cover the ground. They flower all the way through the summer, and as they begin to go off, you can just cut them back and you get another flush of flowers again.
Ours have come back so well this year.
Yes.
They were great last year, but this year they're just even bigger and better.
And you can cut them right back you know, sort of later summer, and then it'll come back again.
And they're such a pretty flower, aren't they? Different to a regular geranium. When you think of a geranium, it's got such a beautiful colour of flower there.
Well, this is a herbaceous one. People get mixed up between the geranium that you buy that is an annual that you put in a pot, but this is the true geranium, and it's also called crane's bill because the seed pods look like a crane's bill.
Oh, right.
So they're great ground cover, give wonderful flower. Yeah, so it's a really good plant.
And they're a really long season, aren't they, on flowers on geraniums?
Yes.
We planted these sort of to an area where we always had weeds, and it really sort of suppresses the weeds to a degree as well, which is brilliant. So lovely lavender blue. They're loved by the bees and the butterflies as well. Fully hardy, which is great. And you've got those gorgeous flowers from late spring through to summer.
And beds and borders, full sun or partial shade, $29.95 is your price, but you will get 3 9-centimetre pots if you want to go for those. Your geranium cloud nine.
I can't recommend them enough.
Yes, and the point is that it will come back year after year. So it's not as if you're buying and it's just there for the year and then dies by the time we get to the autumn. This will come back year after year.
And
it will spread as well.
Yes.
So you can spread in an area.
Ground coverage, don't they?
We all love these.
We do.
I know you're going to love them as well. So do check your baskets out. 545375 is your item number, and you're getting 3 of those 9-centimetre pots. So do not miss out on that. Just so pretty. Can't recommend them enough.
Now come on over, Denise, because this one, the White Dazzler, you were quite excited about this one.
Well, it's a choice here, and it's different because it's got a different sort of leaf.
It looks a bit like rosemary, doesn't it?
It does actually, yes. But it has the most wonderful white flowers on it, which have a perfume to them. They've got a lovely scent. Again, it's a good, attractive to pollinators. So you'll get bees and other pollinators coming to that, and it'll make a really nice shrub. And it can also go in a pot and with other plants around it. So it can be a centrepiece in one of the pots that we've got.
That's a nice idea.
With the other plants around.
Seeing the flowers there's loads of buds on the plant we've got to create these gorgeous white flowers.
Yes, this hasn't quite opened yet, but you can see in the picture what wonderful, wonderful flowers it produces.
A real abundance of flowers.
The White Dazzler, I like
White Dazzler, look at you doing a shimmy. My word, you're the White Dazzler today.
And again, can I just say, coastal areas, this is good there as well.
Brilliant.
So, so that's a good one for that.
Nice to know, because I know a lot of people do struggle. When we've had phone-in and things on gardening shows, lots of people say we live by the coast, we really struggle to get plants that work for us. So that could be, the White Dazzler could be in your garden. Great savings today, should be virtually £36 there, £29.95 is your price. Don't forget, if you're ordering on our website and you're spending over £30, you can use PayPal Pay in 3. So well worth putting lots of items into your basket. So go for that compost, those bricks of compost, which is absolutely phenomenal. Getting that right compost can really allow your plants to succeed, to be bigger, to be better. Great for hanging baskets. If you failed with hanging baskets and pots in the past, so often plants fail because you haven't put them into a good compost.
This compost's great because it really allows those roots to establish. So we'd say multi-purpose, from seeds right through to trees. Whatever you're growing in the garden will be great. It'll make up to 150 litres for just £35. 958382, your item number. Now, the one I was excited about, and if you smell these here in the studio, oh, you can smell the fragrance already.
It's beautiful, isn't
lavender. But this is quite unusual.
Well, it's always a popular one, lavender, because it doesn't need enriched soil, actually. And it can go in really hot, dry areas because it's a Mediterranean plant. But a little bit of thing about this. Did you know Queen Elizabeth I always had this because it kept the perfume, the scent will keep bad smells away.
Yes.
And
those big dresses.
And she also felt it kept the plague away. So there you are.
I love it. Can't guarantee that, but hey, we like a story.
Well, we hope we don't have another one, but if we do, we can get this plant in, can't we?
Now, we've got 3 colour varieties here, haven't we? So 3 different colours in the lavender. There's a light blue, a dark blue, and a pink. And the fragrance, once again, that lavender fragrance, I find it so calming, lavender.
It is. It is so pretty. And again, it's really nice to have it perhaps by the front door. So as you walk out the house, you've got that gorgeous scent. When you come home from work,
And this is a nice compact one. And as they grow,
because sometimes they get a bit leggy, don't they?
Yes, you have to be when they finish flowering, you just cut them down. But as they get more woody at the bottom, you must never cut into the wood. You just cut off the flowers at the top. So. You know, easy to keep, comes back again year after year.
Yeah, they are low maintenance lavender.
And if you've got also another place that you could put them, a lot of people like a gravel garden. You know, a lot of people don't want their lawn or the beds, and so they have paving, gravel plants, a gravel garden, and then these look wonderful planted into the gravel.
Nice idea. Really nice idea. The smell is just fantastic.
If you just rub them and then smell, and you can see that the buds that are on there. Oh my goodness!
Aren't they amazing?
It's so strong.
I can't wait to see the pink one in flower. That's going to be so unusual. People will be knocking your door, won't they, saying, "Where did you get that pink one from?" If you don't want to tell them, keep it a secret, or you can tell them Shop on TV.
Do tell them.
019620 is your item number. 3 beautiful plants, but remember 3 different colour options as well. So do not miss out on that. And they're not just beautiful, but smell fantastic.
And good for pollinators as well.
Bees and butterflies.
So important we get those bees and butterflies into our garden. You know, it's so important. And it's exciting as well when you get the butterflies. And I've seen some lovely butterflies.
Yeah, gorgeous ones
this
recently.
year so far.
Now, another set of 3 pots we've got for you next. We're going to look at agapanthus.
Yes, I think they're great because they go in so many different areas. For instance, you know, if you've got a cottage kind of garden, they'll look beautiful dotted in there. But I was once in Spain in a wonderful hotel called Les Arts, and it had a very modern garden, very minimalist, beautiful, and they had agapanthus mixed with grasses, and they look superb. They look so smart. So if you're the type of person that likes a really clean, smart garden, that works really well. They also like dry, you know, they can take dry,
drought tolerant.
Yeah, drought tolerant. Beautiful colours we've got here, absolutely stunning. You can see in the pictures.
Oh, they're so pretty.
Yes.
We went to the Isle of Wight for my mum's birthday last year, and they had these in the garden in abundance, and it was just
it was in the hotel grounds.
So stunning, wasn't it? Yeah. Absolutely.
They do it. They're like a statement plant. You know? You go to some of the flower shows, and they're the alliums.
Yes.
You know, you think, oh wow.
You look at them. Really think they should be in a stately home garden, and they'd be really difficult to grow, but they're not, are they?
No, they're not difficult to grow. They don't, and they do well in pots because they don't mind being crowded in pots. So that's a secret.
Actually, that's a top tip because they don't. They like their roots to be hugged.
Yes,
they do.
Sometimes when I first planted my first agapanthus, I put it in 2 bigger pots.
We put a small plant in a big pot, didn't we?
And it didn't flower.
No.
And it didn't flower. It does now because it's got to the size. So put it in a smaller pot. They love their roots to be hugged.
I like the way you put that, to be hugged. That's such a good way.
We all like a
little bit of a hug. And an agapanthus loves a good hug.
And lovely colours again.
Yeah, we've got Queen Mum, one of these is called Stardust and Star Quality. So 3 really beautiful beautiful kinds. So grab those, and they're really like ball-shaped flowers.
Yes,
but lots of little flowers in that ball.
Exactly. If you look at them, close up, they're hundreds of tiny, tiny flowers. That white one is so beautiful. The white with the blue going down to the centre. It's just
lovely. Variegated
and again,
colour.
Great for pollinators as well. They love it because of all those tiny flowers. They just think, wow, they're full of nectar.
There's lots of food there for the bees and the butterflies.
Yeah.
Hardy as well, down to -7, which is fantastic. Absolutely beautiful, and ours has just done so well now, just stunning. Love them, absolutely.
We've got some great collections available for you. Do shop the entire website, shopontv.co.uk. You'll find not only the plants, the planters, the hardware that we've got for you. If you want something that's really bright and bold, that first colour that you see there on the website is our Miss Clementine. Now, tell us about this one, Denise.
Well,
she's like the beauty queen.
Well, she is. Again, these are clump forming.
Right.
And they have the most beautiful tall, you'll see in the pictures, the most beautiful tall clementine coloured flowers.
Yeah.
And they do spread so that you can cover an area. They like dry, so they're quite happy in dry areas. They don't mind a bit of shade. One of the other things to note is that if you're in a garden, which I once had, where the deer came in and the rabbits and everything, they don't like
My mum needs these then.
Yes. Yeah. So if you've got that problem, and there are probably a lot of people that do have that problem, then this is the plant, because the rabbits and the deer will leave them alone.
That's a great top tip.
Another thing I've seen them, I saw in Chelsea actually a couple of years ago, these geums planted in a pot similar to the pots that we've got, with grasses, and they looked absolutely stunning, because you've got a lovely tall stem with the flowers at the top, and they just waved amongst the grasses. So that could be done in your garden or in one of the pots that we've got that would just work beautifully.
Seeing them there, it's a bit like they dance. I bet they dance in the breeze, don't they? They'll just look amazing.
Lovely colour as well, that apricot orange bloom that you've got there in the flower itself. Being a perennial, they will perform in the border year after year as well, remember, and grow to about 45 centimetres tall.
And the thing to do is, as the flowers go over, you just cut them off down to the stem, and then they'll keep flowering. So they'll flower. I mean, they flower all the way through early summer through to autumn, as long as you deadhead them.
Lovely. Okay. And the leaves are super soft.
Let's have a feel.
They're super soft. They're really lovely.
Nice.
Like little rabbit ears.
So 3 9-centimetre pots for your geums. 683043 is your item number there. And remember, do shop everything. Take advantage whilst we've got it. I bet plants are always time limited, aren't they? Seasonal.
Oh gosh, absolutely. And you may be struggling. We've been looking for some of these plants, and some we've been finding they've sold out in various places. So do grab them while the stock is there. Do check out the pots as well. I'm just imagining those in those 2-tone pots that we had. There was like a sort of was there like a yellowy option? And that would yellow. That'd look lovely. We've got a purple, but I'm imagining them in the yellow, and I bet they would look amazing in that yellow option. They're really,
they would,
really,
with the orange,
really pretty.
The
can you imagine them in that?
They would.
Wouldn't they?
Beautiful. And the other thing is, that orange goes really nice with purple. So if you've got purple flowers, so if you've got that with purple agapanthus, that would look fantastic. That would look lovely too. Yeah.
It is really nice to do that with plants, isn't it? To mix them in pots and things. Yeah.
And another thing is that they also, they're very good in coastal areas and mountainous areas as well. So, there are people living in the Pennines, if you've got a garden that's got a lot of wind and that's a plant.
Now, if you've got tricky soil and you're looking for some good compost, we've got that for you as well. Now, I've not seen this kind of compost before in the bricks.
I think it's fairly new, isn't it? Because we're going into peat-free and things, and they're just thinking of much cleverer ideas for our compost. So, Denise, this actually comes as a brick. So you'll see the bricks that you buy. This is what you buy, and then you add water for it then to develop the compost.
Expands, doesn't it? It's so clever. Now, because you're spending over £30, you do have PayPal Pay in 3, so you can spread the cost interest-free. It comes down from £35 to £13.32 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. That's if you pay online and you've got a PayPal account. But add more into your basket and you'll be able to spread the cost of everything across those 3 interest-free payments. To have a compost that's so multi-purpose, because you can use this everywhere.
Well, yes, I was just thinking how beautiful that would look laid on top when you want to mulch and you lay it on top of your bed, whether you've got the orange, I mean, or a rose bed, it would just look lovely.
It'll look great,
I mean, it looks a good mulch, doesn't it, as well?
It is. It's a great looking soil. Can you see how light and airy it is?
Yes.
And the great thing with that, compost can be quite stodgy. It means the roots will thrive, and a stronger root means you're getting a healthier plant, bigger plants, bigger flowers, bigger fruits, whether it's a seed through to a fruit tree, whether it's your hanging baskets that normally fail, a good compost can make that difference.
And as you were saying, as you were saying earlier, it comes in a block, so it's easy to handle. A lot of the bags are really difficult to handle, so it comes in a block, and as you say, it'll be really easy to stack.
To store.
Really easy to store, and really lightweight to put into to actually manoeuvre around as well. Really fabulous compost, and all we will say is grab that. The compost is always an absolute bestseller, so do grab it while the stock is available, and it does make that difference to how well your plants survive, to have a good compost.
It really does, allowing those roots to really establish is so important. And it will hold on to the water when it's dry, won't it?
So rather than it sort of completely running through, perhaps on a hanging basket, it does hold that water and sort of will slowly release it. So you've got, you know, a really good compost that's going to look after your plants on those drier days as well.
So the item number to go for if you want the twin pack of compost, 958382 is the item number. You're getting an extra discount because you're going for the 2, and it'll make up to 150 litres of compost. We haven't even got one brick here, so you can see the amount that you're going to get.
Do keep checking everything out on the website. Don't go anywhere though, because we've got more plants and tools coming up in a bit. See you in a sec.
Shop on TV, every day from midnight to 3 a.m. on ITV1 and STV, and from midnight to 6 p.m. on Freeview Channel 89. There are 3 convenient ways to place your order with Shop on TV. Just scan the QR code with your smartphone's camera app to view the current on-screen item. Or go directly to our website, shopontv.co.uk, where you'll find all the products in today's show. Simply add the items you want to buy to your online shopping basket and check out. Prefer ordering by phone? Give our UK-based customer service centre a call on 03333 241 241. Friendly representatives are available to assist you 24 hours a day. Straightforward shopping with Shop on TV. After you've ordered from Shop on TV, we aim to deliver your purchases as quickly as possible. Postage and packing charges cover standard UK delivery, which is normally 3 to 5 working days, though depending on the carrier, you could receive your products sooner. Certain items may be offered with expedited delivery for a nominal extra charge. We'll give you a delivery estimate every time you place an order. Not going to be home or prefer to have your packages arrive at a different address? No problem. Just enter the destination information when you check out. Once you pay, it's on the way from Shop on TV.
Keep up to date with all the latest news, information and special offers from Shop on TV by following us on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok and YouTube. You'll find us at Shop on TV Live. Be a part of our fun community at Shop on TV.
Shop on TV also broadcasts every day from midnight to 6 p.m. on Freeview Channel 89, with an even wider range of must-have products at market-beating prices. So, check your electronic programme guide for the latest show schedule and tune in daily to grab the offers while they're still available. There's more to see with Shop on TV.
Welcome back to Shop on TV. We've got an amazing show, more gardening.
We're so excited to have gardening with us here, and we've got a huge range of pots and plants, and we've got all the hardware available.
We've got tools, we've even got a fabulous bird feeder, so check it all out on our website. But we're going to give you a sneaky preview of some of the absolute favourites, and we've got to start right here.
The Jasminoides that we've got for you is just $29.95. This has the most fragrant flowers, doesn't it?
It's a beautiful climber. It's evergreen as well, so you will lose some of the leaves in the winter. You will still have those gorgeous leaves that will sort of go a darker shade through those winter months as well. But it is the smell, and whether you put that against a fence that you just want to hide because it doesn't look so nice, this is going to be that plant that will just thrive in your garden. So grab that while the stock is there. We've also got, should we go to the cordyline next?
Oh, the cordyline.
Because the cordyline is that instant impact. So if you want to put something in the garden that instantly looks amazing.
Great in a centrepiece, great in a pot or a planter. $29.95 is the price. It's a 4.5 litre pot. 437380. This is just a quick preview for you.
One of my absolute favourites is this one, because this you can see the flowers. We've got this in Mum's garden and it's thriving this year, and you get 3 plants.
Geranium Cloud9, 3 9cm pots for $29.95. 545375 is your item number there. But we've got, a new favourite of yours.
We have a little dazzler here. And when you see it in flower, oh my word, this in a pot is going to look stunning. But again, beds and borders. Beautiful plant, beautiful, really pretty flowers.
Gorgeous flowers
as well.
Abundance of flowers. 901370 is your item number there. And then Well, I think my favourite.
Well, this smells lovely, but this smells amazing.
Lavender collection we've got for you. 3 9cm pots, different varieties and different colours.
There's actually a pink lavender, which I can't wait to see that in flower. And just touching these leaves, oh my word, the smell of lavender is stunning. And 3 of those gorgeous 9cm pots. 24.95 019 620 is your item number. Oh, it's like all my favourites, actually. I love the agapanthus, and you've got 3 different agapanthus.
That's the nice thing about these collections. You've got different varieties. So another 3 9cm pots. We're going to go into loads more detail with Denise very shortly, our gardening enthusiast. 3 for £34.95. 024 745 is your item number there. And if you want colour, orange, apricot, yellow, we've got Miss Clementine.
And Miss Clementine is right here, and she dances. It's like they dance in the wind. They are just going to look spectacular in beds and borders, but again in pots. So you can see details on your screen there, which is 683045 being your item.
043.
Oh, sorry, 43.
And go to the website shopontv.co.uk and you will see everything, whether it's flowers, whether it's pots and planters, whether it's loppers or garden essentials. We've got weed killer available for you. We've got everything you could hope for, but we are going to start with that essential for everybody, and it's compost. But we're not alone, Denise.
I thought you were going to say, Denise, that essential for everybody.
You are an essential.
How are you, my love?
Yeah, so good to be here talking about my favourite subject with some fabulous plants that you've got here that I love and would have in my own garden.
Joy, isn't it?
Yes.
I think gardening for me is a complete switch off, unwind, relax.
Yes, it is. It's so relaxing, and I don't have many people in my family I can talk gardening to, so it's a great thing to be here to
We're
join
all,
us anytime.
all
Absolutely.
your new gardening friends.
Now, this is very different and unusual, this compost,
yes,
isn't it?
yeah, beautifully light, and as you said earlier, the roots can get down into this compost. You know, it's going to be really great.
The roots are going to thrive, aren't they? Because it's light in this area, which is so important.
Now, just before we carry on talking about the compost, we've got a great deal. You get one of the 5 kilo bags that makes 75 litres for £20, but we've got a better deal. You can never have enough compost, can you? So we're going to do a double up deal for you. Get 2 of the 5 kilos, so it'll make 150 litres for £35.
But that looks a bit different, doesn't it?
It does look different.
They're actually bricks of compost.
Yeah.
So this is what you buy, and then you add water to it. It takes about 20 minutes, and then it develops into this light, fluffy, incredible compost. So they're 5 kilo sort of bags first of all, but they turn into 75 litres each bag.
Now the other thing is this is peat free, isn't it?
Yes, and it's going to be illegal soon to use peat in your garden.
So yes, it is very
people have
soon,
got
actually.
to start thinking about using an alternative, and this is a beautiful alternative. And it will, as well as using in your pots, this would be beautiful as a mulch as well. You can see your plants sort of growing from this, and it would look really good.
It's got a really nice colour to it, hasn't it?
That's what
it is going to look really nice. Pots, hanging baskets, and if you use an inferior compost, sometimes the hanging basket can fail, your pots can fail, your plants can die, can't they?
Yes, that's right. It's really good quality, and it's plant-based. So this is the way people are going now.
It's the way forward,
getting away from peat. And what's nice about it is that these bricks make it so much easier to carry.
Yes,
of course.
And to store as well. So it's all rounder a great buy.
So true. If you struggle compost home, trying to get in the boot of the car, 75 litres really heavy. Remember, this is in 5 kilo bags, just 2 of those bags.
Delivered.
And then delivered to your door, but actually really easy to store and manoeuvre as they are. It's not until you add the water does it create this amazing compost.
Now, take a look at the price that we've got for you. It's a reduced price. You're going to get 2 5 kilos for $13.32 if you use PayPal on your first of 3 interest-free payments. So 958382 is your item number if you want to go for that. A great deal on compost. Everybody needs compost. But we're going to get to our plants. Come on over.
Where are you, Denise?
We need to see you.
It's because it's so tall. The plant is massive already, and imagine when it's actually, really grown.
Oh, I had one in 10 years. It covered a fence. It was absolutely beautiful. The smell in the garden was intoxicating, and it goes a beautiful colour in the winter. The leaves go a beautiful bronze colour, and it's evergreen. You might lose a few leaves, but it's evergreen. So if you want it to cover a fence, then that's great. Or on a pergola with a seat underneath,
or for the smell, because you can sit there and just smell those
also
flowers.
Over your front door, you can put in a trellis and train it over your front door, so that as you come in and out, you've got that beautiful perfume. And it's a great pollinator. It's great for pollinating insects as well. So the beautiful white flowers really attract pollinators.
They're gorgeous, those flowers. It's like a star shape, isn't it? Now, the other thing with this, RHS Award of Garden Merit here, isn't it?
And that's hard to earn. They have meadows where they grow plants, and they're tested over several years. So it's not an easy award to get.
So it really is a proven winner in your garden, and I really do think that's going to make such a difference to, well, sort of any area in the garden. If perhaps you've got a horrible old fence that you can't really afford to get rid of, but you'd like to cover up a bit, or an old shed that's not so great,
exactly.
And it'll just make it look so much prettier. Great price when you look at the size of what you have there. For $29.95. It's a 3-litre pot. It's on 3 canes as well. And actually, if you put it into one of our pots, we were saying earlier, you could sort of...
Yes, you can put an obelisk. The pots that we've got for sale, an obelisk would fit into those easily with your jasminoides growing through it. And again, that would be a nice statement in the garden or on the patio.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, one of the pots that would look really, really nice, I think, with the jasminoid is the details that you have on your screen right now. So this is the ribbed planters. You get 2. You have a choice of colours as well. So you could go for the blue, you could go for the red, or we've actually in the studio, we're using the sage green with our jasminoid, which that looks absolutely stunning. It's a really gorgeous pot. And the other lovely thing with these pots, well, there's so many lovely things, because they're weather resistant.
Yes. Yeah, and light. I think that's an important thing. And frost resistant.
Yeah.
And
so many damage in the frost, don't they?
You can spend so much money on a terracotta pot, even though they say they're frost resistant. You come in the spring and you find that big chunks of
dropped off.
Yeah, whereas this is going to last, and it's also light to carry. So if you don't want to hurt your back, this is the way to go.
And you will get 2 of them in each set. That glazed effect, 2 for £35, 377. 149. Obviously, once again, you're spending over £30, so you can take advantage of PayPal Pay in 3 if you want to go for those planters. Choose your colourway. You've got your sage green, you've got your blue, and you've also got a red option there. So just decide which colourway you want to go for.
And remember, it's just your basket spend that needs to be over £30 to get PayPal Pay in 3. So if you are buying a few plants and it goes over 30, it's right there for you to use as well. So do grab whatever you want, pop it into your basket and transform your garden. I think we all love a beautiful garden now, especially since we had lockdown and things. I think for many years our garden was just where we threw the kids out, we put the dog out, you threw the bikes into the garden, and then when we were trapped at home, we realised we had this amazing outdoor space that could be like a little holiday area. And if you plant some Mediterranean-looking flowers, it can look like a little holiday area.
Yes, it can. I mean, this is so exotic, the cordyline. It's a statement piece. It looks wonderful in a pot. It can look wonderful actually in the garden, on an eye line from a window, at the end of a path, in the middle of the lawn. It just looks beautiful. And it originates from New Zealand, and the Maoris use it to ward off evil spirits. So if you feel that that's what you need to do in your house, they plant them around.
Our house should be very safe, because we've got lots of them.
They plant them around their house to ward off evil spirits, and they even used to use the roots for things, but we won't be doing that. The other nice thing about it is that the leaves are very soft, so they've got a lovely architectural shape, but they're not hard, and they're not going to hurt your toddlers if you've got
little ones that might fall into it. They are super soft, beautiful plant. There's just instant impact. I love the way in the wind it sure throws shadows across the garden with the sun as well. It's really just a beautiful looking plant. Even if you've just had a bit of a decking area done, that in a pot on a bit of decking, it's finished.
And you've got an immediate good look, yes.
And low maintenance when it comes to cordlines. This is why I think they're so popular. Drought tolerant once they're established, and hardy to -5 degrees. They can grow up to 2 metres tall in 5 years, but the colours for me, that lovely green and yellow that runs through, and the colours intensify in the sunshine.
They do, which is gorgeous. And actually, if we pop it into one of our pots, if you match it with sort of a red sort of pot, it seems to bring sort of the redness out in those green leaves. It's absolutely beautiful.
And if you live on the coast, that's the plant to go for, because it'll thrive on coastal areas.
That's a really nice top tip, because often when we've done gardening shows, I think I've said this in the past, if we've had call-ins, people have said, I live by the coast, nothing seems to grow or live in the coastal area. So going to be ideal. Now we've popped it into one of our planters. Take a look at this. You actually get 2 of these.
Now ours is a little higher than it should be, obviously, but it's just to give you the idea, that contrast with colour. Now these come in 2 different colour options, as Hayley said. They're a red or a stone. You will get 2 of each of the same colour. 485980 is your item number. That's your second colourway that they're calling stone. It has like a greeny grey tinge to it.
I think that'd be really nice in the modern garden.
And it would pick up these colours as well.
Yeah, they both worked really nicely actually with the cordyline. The lovely thing is, though these are a ceramic effect, these are completely weather resistant. They're not going to crack and break and chip in the in the winter months when it's so cold, and they're not going to fade in the summer months. Easy, I think, to keep clean as well, because a lot of pots just attract that sort of green build-up, don't they?
Yes,
whereas these just stay beautiful and easy to wash down as well. But we were saying how light they were, which is brilliant.
Yes, that's a bonus. I mean, for me, I used to have terracotta pots, but now I've changed over to this type of pot, because the terracotta is too heavy. Yes, by the time you've got your plant in. But this, you can store, as you say, you can bring in plants that tender plants. So you've got some oranges even. Some people put oranges on the greenhouse. Put them in the greenhouse. Easy to lift and to carry in there.
Some of my mum's planters, you need like a sack barrow. They weigh an absolute ton. Before you put the compost in, before you put the plants in. So honestly, it's the opportunity for you to get some really lovely planters. Do check them all out on our website. That's just one of the options
that we have available. Whole range of different finishes, something for every single garden. So next up, now this again, I hadn't seen this plant before.
It's a bit of a dazzler.
A white dazzler we've got for you. Tell us about this one.
Well, it's nice. It's unusual because of the leaf shape. You do see choices, but they're different type that have a different shaped leaf. So this is slightly different and unusual. Beautiful flowers, as you can see here, masses of flowers. It's a great for pollinating insects that are really attracted to it, and it's got a really nice scent as well.
Like a sweet scent, isn't it?
Yes, it's really good. So it's very compact. Some of them grow
and overtake things.
Yes, and overtake things. Whereas this stays. And so if you've got a smaller garden, it's an ideal one.
So that's going to be great in one of our pots as well. Choose your colour, whichever will match with your garden.
Yes.
I mean,
can I just say another thing about these is that they'd be really good as making a small hedge. So if you've got a garden where you wanted to separate your ornamental garden from your vegetable plot, say, and you don't want something that's too large, then this makes a wonderful,
that's a nice
small,
idea.
neat hedge. Yes, so it's versatile in a pot, in the garden, or as a hedge. And again, that's also
really nice.
Yeah.
And you can multi-order, obviously, if you do want to do that and make the hedge. We don't have an unlimited amount of stock with any of the plants, so if you do see a favourite, do get hold of it and pop it into your basket. Remember, if you spend over £30, you will get the opportunity to spread the cost with PayPal Pay in 3.
So nice and compact. It's great for containers, as I said, could make that lovely little hedge as well. And so many reasons to buy that. Fully hardy and does like full sun or a little bit of shade. So it's quite happy really wherever you tend to put it. So 901370 is your item number. Now we've moved over to my favourite. I absolutely love this. I think they're such pretty flowers.
Lovely
They are,
flowers.
they're beautiful. As you were saying, your mother's got them in the garden.
She has, and they were great
really
last
profuse.
year. They're amazing this year.
And of course, they come back year after year. You're not buying something that just lasts for the year.
Yes.
And after they flower, profuse flowers from early summer right the way through. But as they go over, you can cut them right down and you'll get another flush of flowers later on in the year. And it will spread, so it's good in a place where you've got a bit of shade, and you can, sometimes you've got quite difficult areas actually around trees,
Right.
where there is shade, and these work really well.
Well, my
for
mum's
that.
garden, there's a lot of trees because she lives next door to a spinney, like a little wood, so there's a lot of shade. We planted them in an area where really not a great deal does grow apart from the weeds, and it seems to have suppressed the weeds, so you know, it's really done a good
It's very
job.
good as a ground cover.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Beautiful
And you're getting
flowers.
3 9cm pots here in that gorgeous lavender blue colour. 545375 is your item number, and you will get, as I say, 3 9cm pots.
Oh, no, I think this would go nice into one of our pots, actually.
Oh, yes.
I think it would go nice into the two-tone pot that we have, because one of them comes in a really nice sort of a purple, like a lilac-y colour. So that, I think, would probably look really nice. And even though the pot's quite large, I think if we sit the actual plants into the top, obviously you'll put the soil in, and then you've got the 3 in there. How fabulous would that be?
Against that purple and lilac. It's got a lovely
That's really nice,
staggered
isn't it?
shading
It's
to
a
that
lovely pot, that.
As you go towards the bottom of the pot, it changes to a much lighter lilac colour. Look at that, with that contrast of the purple
See, I like
flowers.
I like nice coloured pots in the garden. That's lovely.
Well, you're obsessed with a blue pot, aren't you?
I am. I'm a blue pot sort of girl, but obviously you can mix and match. But the purple, just stunning. I love
Lovely.
that. And these are my favourite plants out of absolutely everything. Now, we're looking at the purple pots, but we have also got those fabulous yellow pots as well, and you are getting 2 of those, so do grab those while again the stock is available. So please do not miss out on anything today. I know we're always going to be so busy when we do our gardening shows, and especially at this time of year as well, when we really want our gardens to look fabulous. It's like an it's like an extra room to our homes, actually, our garden, isn't it? We know, and it's so nice to get out in the garden and relax.
Yes.
And this, I think, will help us
perfect.
relax.
Yes, and some people dry lavender as well to
yes.
use as little pockets, little pouches
Yes.
for help you sleep.
You can get lavender sprays, can't you, for your
Yes,
pillows and things?
to calm, as a calmer. So
Pop them in
use that.
drawers, don't they, for the fragrance?
Yes, yes.
In with your drawers.
In the drawers of your drawers.
In your
wanna see
drawers,
that.
in with your drawers. So we're getting 3 plants here, 3 different lavenders, aren't they?
Yes. So you've got a pink, a blue,
And a darker blue.
Yes, and the pink is really unusual. Not many people have got the pink, so that's the way of really being first.
Yes.
You'll be first in your neighbourhood, I think.
Yeah,
because
people will be
you don't
knocking the
see
door
pink
saying,
flowers
"Where
around.
is that a pink lavender? Where did you get the pink lavender from?" And lavender, I can see, you look at the pictures of lavender, and I think there should be a butterfly there.
Yeah.
Should be a bee
Or a
there,
bee.
because they love lavender, don't
Yes,
they?
absolutely. They're great for pollinating insects. They love it. And this is a nice one because this is a nice plant because it's quite compact, doesn't get too overgrown.
Lovely.
And yes, so the tip is that when the flowers go over, you just cut the flowers, but not too deep down into the wood. You don't want to go into the wood as they get older, but yeah, comes back year after year. Great for borders, great in a mixed border, great in a gravel garden. You know, some people have gardens where they have paving and gravel, and you can put in 3s, 3 lavenders here, 3 lavenders there. You know, that'll look wonderful. Yeah.
And
I think
the fragrance is just
we've always
spectacular.
had lavender, and it's really so pretty, but it is the smell that I just absolutely love. And don't forget, you've got 3 of those for £24.95. 019620 is your item number. The pink, the light blue, and the darker blue as well, but a really nice sort of compact.
And I'm thinking that if you had a front door that faced south, which is quite hot, put these into pots either side of the door, They would go beautifully in the pots that we've got. You can have them either side of the front door. So as people come in and out, brush past them, you get the smell.
When you get home after work and you've got that smell to draw you in the house. They'd look nice in the purple pot we just saw, actually.
Yes, yeah.
You could get, and you've got 2 of those. I'd double up with those and put 3 in each pot. And we'll give you the details, actually, because I think that would work really nice outside the front door, like Denise was saying. So a purple pot on each side, because they come as a twin pack.
They'd look lovely. The twin pack that you can see there, 399149 is your item number. You will get 2 of those for £35. They're big pots. I don't want you to think they're small. The UV resistant, the frost resistant, also available in that lovely yellow option if you want a nice bright yellow colour in the garden. Are we going to, I think we need to remind you of the compost.
Yes.
Always busy when we bring you compost, and this is different to the kind of compost we've used before, isn't it?
It's incredible compost, this. This is allowing you to have a brick of compost, which is absolutely phenomenal. That actually is 5 kilograms, but then when you add water to it, it turns into 75 litres. And you get 2 packs of these.
It's a twin pack, so you'll get 150 litres in total with this deal that you see on screen. You will be able to use PayPal Pay in 3. If you pay online, you can split the cost across 3 payments. 958382 is your item number. That's how it arrives, isn't it?
It is. Then add the water to it. Then it turns into the compost, which is peat-free. It's got increased water retention, which is so important, but it's light and airy, so the roots are going to thrive in this compost. If the roots are strong, your plants are bigger, better, your flowers are better, and whether you're growing a seed right through to a fruit tree, just phenomenal. pH and nutrient balanced as well, and it is a really beautiful soil to work with. I always find sometimes compost is stodgy and thick and not nice to work with, whereas this is so light and nice looking as well.
And it looks good, yes.
Yeah. It's got a really nice
saying,
colour to it.
Denise, you said about having it as a mulch.
As a mulch, you mulch in the spring. If you've got a bed of roses or any of these plants, to have that mulch underneath, it just makes the flowers, the colour of the flowers pop.
And it's really uniform, I think, on top of a bed or a border.
It's a beautiful colour as well.
Yeah,
it's really, really nice.
Lovely colour.
A definite must-have. Pop that in your basket right now. Now you've got PayPal, you can put anything into your basket and split the cost.
You can. It's so busy when we bring you gardening. It's our first gardening show here at Shop on TV. We're going to look at agapanthus next. Another gorgeous flower, but quite an unusual variety.
Yes, African. They're drought tolerant, wonderful, very elegant, beautiful bulb.
balls of flowers.
Colours we've got.
I always think stately home, they've got such a striking look to them.
Yes, whether it's in a cottage garden where you dot them about, or whether it's in a modern type garden. I was saying earlier that I was in this hotel, art hotel in Spain, where they had a very modern look. Agapanthus and grasses, and it looks so smart, beautiful, goes well with those. But then you could put those in a pot on your patio as they are. They'd look super. Really great statement, and you can use those if you're in a coastal region, because they're very hardy.
Hardy to down to -7 with the agapanthus, which is great in our weather.
Now, a top tip with agapanthus is always hug the actual roots. They don't like to be, if you're putting them into a pot, I did the mistake, put them into too big a pot, and it took them a few years to actually flower because they like their roots hugged. So put them into a smaller pot, or if you are planting them into borders, put some stones around them so they feel like their roots are being hugged, and then you will get flowers so much quicker. Absolutely beautiful they are. And I love the white one.
And it's a trio, 3 colours.
And the white has this beautiful blue as you go down to the centre of it. It just looks
beautiful.
stunning.
It's like a variegated colour as you go lower down.
And it's so exciting when you see the stem come for the flowers. You're like, oh my word, we're going to get flowers. Honestly, they will just be amazing in your garden.
Now, we are running out of time. We're going to squeeze in as much as we possibly can with gardening. We're going to take a look at another trio, 3 9cm pots, Miss Clementine.
Yes, wonderful name, isn't it? And these are clump forming, and they take partial shade, so you can grow them in shady areas, which is always a bonus. A lot of people have shady gardens, and they will cover the ground with a beautiful, you can see in the picture, beautiful tangerine, clementine coloured flowers, which go beautifully. I was saying earlier, I was at Chelsea Flower Show and they grew them in a pot, similar to that we've got here today, with grasses again. Because they sway in the wind, they sway with the grasses. They just look wonderful.
I bet they look like they're dancing. I look at those and you can imagine the breeze blowing and they're just dancing in the breeze. Such a pretty flower.
They are, they're beautiful. And if you're in a garden where you have deer and rabbits coming in, they don't like these. So this is a plant that
they won't eat.
They won't eat them.
Top tip.
They can take all your plants out.
They do. My mum sits and watches. We've got a deer that visits quite often and she loves it, but then it's in the beds and borders. She's like, no, leave my plants. Always eating something she's just planted normally.
So these are perfect.
We have geese come in our garden and eat the plants.
I don't know whether they're geese.
We'll have to see if it's geese proof. And the leaves are lovely. They're like little rabbit ears. They're super soft. So if you want sort of a tactile plant as well, and we work alongside a gentleman that does a lot of gardens at Chelsea, actually, and he did a garden for the blind, didn't he? It was really important for us, sometimes to have tactile and great smelling plants as well. And of course, we've got all of that within our plant collection on our show today. So please do have a little nosy at everything on our website.
So 683043 for those gorgeous Miss Clementine. Remember, we've got lots of different pots and planters available for you. We're going to pop up some details for the yellow planters.
Well, look at those flowers, those orange. Look at that gorgeous orange, and then imagine it in this planter. It's a yellow planter, and they're just going to look absolutely beautiful.
It's like sunsets and sunrises, the oranges, the yellows, all contrasting together. And you will get a pair of those, remember, for £35. UV resistant, frost resistant, not too heavy. You'll get two of them. 399149 is your item number if you want to go for those planters.
And don't forget to go for the compost. Check out the details on our website. The compost is so important to have a good compost because it makes such a difference to how healthy and how well your plants grow. And we've got a compost that's completely multi-purpose, so whether you're growing a seed right through to a fruit tree.
It allows the roots to really establish because it's really aerated. It's also going to hold on to the water when it's dry. It's a real multi-purpose, like Hayley said, from seeds through to trees, and peat-free. So eco-friendly as well. You will make 150 litres of compost for £35 there. 958382.
It's very clever.
Just add water to it.
But don't go anywhere. Please do stay with us. But we've got to say a massive thank you to Denise.
Oh, it's been my pleasure.
An absolute pleasure.
We've got lots more to do. You're not going anywhere just yet.
Absolutely. You'll be seeing more of Denise and hopefully more of us as well coming up. So do get onto the website and make sure your garden looks absolutely fabulous this year.
ShopOnTV.co.uk. You can order on the phone, remember, 03333 241 241. We'll see you in a minute.
Remember to check out your online basket and complete your order. Once you pay, it's on the way from ShopOnTV. At ShopOnTV, our shows feature a carefully curated collection of must-have items at budget-friendly prices. Many of our prices offer discounts and savings, bonus products, or other desirable perks such as free postage and packing that are for a limited time only, or while stocks last. There are exclusive online-only offers on our website too at shopontv.co.uk. So, be sure to bag the bargains before they're gone. Watch, shop and save with ShopOnTV. ShopOnTV broadcasts across the nation every day from midnight to 3 a.m. on ITV1 and STV and midnight to 6 p.m. on Freeview Channel 89. Away from your television, we've got you covered. The live broadcasts are also streamed on our website at shopontv.co.uk and on our YouTube channel at ShopOnTV Live, where you can catch up on anything you've missed. So, why not make it your daily ritual to tune in and check out the latest and greatest on offer? Outstanding quality, incredible value and superb savings with ShopOnTV.
Keep up to date with all the latest news, information and special offers from ShopOnTV by following us on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, and YouTube. You'll find us at ShopOnTV Live. Be a part of our fun community at ShopOnTV.
Hello, welcome back to Shop on TV. I'm Hayley Green.
And I'm Sean Crawley.
Together with Shaylee, and together we're gardening, but it's not just about the plants, this show.
This is all about the essentials, the hardware, the pots, the tools to make gardening so much easier. And we've got a whole array, haven't we?
We have. We've got some amazing tools, incredible value for money. We've got a beautiful bird feeder as well, which would be a great gift idea. Beautiful pots.
Yeah.
But those pots we need to fill with a good compost.
We
of course, we always have a good compost.
A great compost, because the compost that we've got for you, well, it arrives as a 5 kilo brick and you add water to it and then it changes to this. It's so clever, eco-friendly. It's going to make up to 75 litres of compost, but the deal you're seeing on screen is double that. So go for the double up deal. You'll pay £35 for 150 litres of compost. Now, because you're spending over £30, you can use PayPal, pay in 3. 958382 is the item number. Get shopping ahead on the website. ShopOnTV.co.uk is the easiest way to shop.
But we're not alone, and we have got our fabulous Denise with us, our gardening. Well, a lover of gardener.
Enthusiast.
Absolutely,
yes,
which I think we all are. We all love our gardens and we love the tools that make things easy.
Well, yes, I've not seen one like this before.
No.
And I'm finding it really quite exciting because it has wheels at the bottom, and I find that I've got one of these at home and I can only use it for a short space of time because it's heavy.
You have to hover
And
it.
you're-
And I hold it, and you're holding it, you're trying to hold it at the right level. Whereas this, you could just rest it on the ground. And it's got a clip at the top to unlock it, like this.
There we go.
And then you can just go along. One hand I could do it with, like
that
this.
is brilliant.
Mind you, you see it's even cutting this false grass. So you can imagine how easy it would be with
your
proper
real
grass.
lawns,
Yes.
yeah.
So what I'm going to do is lock it shut,
There we
turn
go.
it.
Now this is
Easy
great
to do. Actually, I'm
because
going to do it that way.
You can angle the
Oh,
blade,
fabulous.
and you
So-
can go either way, can't you?
Exactly. You can do it either side. All those lawn edges that you've got.
Which is a nightmare normally.
Yes,
Denise.
because again, what I'm saying is you would normally have to hold it in place, just getting it in the right place. Whereas this, you've got the wheel, you just go along, cutting it, no problem.
No bending, really easy,
One arm.
lightweight as well.
Yes, 100.
Yes, and getting into awkward spaces too, because you've got the length too. Absolutely fantastic value for money. Long-handled grass shears is what you're looking at. Love the fact you can change the angle of the actual blade. And price-wise, great value for money.
Yeah, £40 is the reduced price. You're going to be able to do all that lawn trimming and edging around your borders with this. Because it's over £30, you can use PayPal, pay in 3 if you're paying online. $14.98 on your first of 3 payments. 942492 is the item number for this one. Order on the website, shopontv.co.uk, or on the phone, 03333 241 241.
And the quality, I've been really impressed with how they feel. They feel such quality, don't they?
Yes, and when you actually turn the blades around, there are some that do feel quite flimsy, but this feels quite solid. In
Can
your
you show
hand
us
as you
that
do
again?
it.
Yeah, that'd be
Yes.
great if you
Because
could.
it really locks into place. So
yeah.
you can lock the blade, as Denise just
Yes.
did, and then you
before
just
you
spin
do it, obviously, so you can have it.
So you can have
going
it
that
flat
way.
on, you can
Yes.
have it to the right, to the left.
Brilliant.
Turn it the other way,
That's
and it
really
feels
good.
solid. You know, it doesn't feel.
Not
Exactly.
Well, it
I'm glad
clicks
you've
like
got
an
the right
expensive
word.
car door
Yeah.
shutting,
Yeah,
doesn't
it
it? It's got
does.
that sound of quality. Really fantastic design. And I know you will use these time and time and time again. I'm just imagining my mum, she'll love these. The time she's got a bad back, bending down, trying to cut around even the stepping stones and things like that.
Yeah, it's
Just-
really
Are you coming
Brilliant.
towards me?
coming for your toes.
I mean, they are brilliant. It'd actually be a joy to do the edging, which is crazy, isn't it? It's a job you'd normally hate, but actually with a tool like this, it's a job that is so easy. And trimming up the edges makes the lawn look so much tidier.
Yes, it can smarten up the whole garden.
It does, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
absolutely.
And,
yes.
and Denise loves her gardening. And just to remind you of the features when it comes to your long-handled grass shears, you don't have to bend down. That's the great thing. And the great thing for everybody, I think, no matter what age you are, you're not going to struggle bending down to use your long-handled grass shears, as you can see there. Also, it's great for borders and lawn trimming. It's 95 centimetres in length. It's got that swivel head that we talked about and a locking mechanism on there as well. Now, when you come back, you're going to see we've got some more accessories. Look at that.
We have. Woo! We're moving on to another tool for you for the garden, and I know this is going to be another absolute favourite, because the way these work, you don't have to be muscle strong, do you?
No, I haven't been able to get to the gym for a while, but I can, because it's got the ratchet on it, it really... could you put it down?
Of course, madam.
Right,
Wherever you
so I'm going to go here. So you start off, and then another.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that system. It makes it so easy.
And
it does.
The other thing is I love the way it cuts. It's a real smooth cut you get on here.
And that's so important, isn't it? Because if you don't cut it sort of really nice and sharp, you can actually damage your bushes and things. They can then get diseases and things. It's really important to get that sharp cut.
That's right.
Which is exactly what you've got.
Okay, so I'll just...
Don't you be wasting my tree.
Yes. But then it's neat enough. Can you see here? It's neat enough to be able to get in between those two branches, which is what you want to do sometimes. So 1, 2.
Brilliant.
Or you could do 3 if it was larger.
If it was a bigger tree.
Yes, if it was a larger.
And that ratchet system is what does it all, isn't it? When with a piece of machinery, a tool like this, if you like. So it's got those gears in there, an ergonomic grip on the handle, so you don't have to worry about it slipping.
It has got a 32mm cutting capacity as well, to give you an idea of the sort of width, and the handle 70 centimetres, so 27.5 inches. So you've got a nice length. So if you're reaching for something, perhaps across a border, you've got the length there as well. But remember how it works on that ratchet system, giving you that extra power. It's a geared system for really, really easy cutting. Absolutely lovely.
And can I just say the handles are really comfortable as well. You know, they're not forcing back into your hands.
And they're not going to slip, are they?
No. They're sort of, they wouldn't slip, but also they're very soft on the hand as well.
Because when you use tools like this, you tend to get carried away, don't you? I've got to do that bit and that bit and that bit. Can you show us one more time how that ratchet works?
Yes, okay.
Denise?
Shall we go here?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
1, 2.
So it's only taking 2 cuts.
Yes.
And again, the great thing is, every time you've got that smooth cut on the end there. So, and that's what you want. You don't want to leave the jaggedy bits behind.
No, you can damage your plants and your bushes. Sometimes if you trim a bush back and then you think, oh, it's starting to sort of die off a little bit. Sometimes you cut it with blunt knives and it allows then sort of infection to get in. So a really proper cut, a nice, you know, sort of proper cut.
Because without because without the ratchet, you can end up tearing, and you know, you don't have the strength to do it. This takes a lot of the strength away from your arms and into the instrument, and so it's great.
A great ratchet system on there.
Yes, beautifully made, and they've thought of absolutely everything, giving you that extra power. Remember, 32mm cutting capacity, super lightweight, but ergonomic handles as well. Now, it's just £30. I think that is a necessity to every garden, and because you've got the long reach with the handles, if you are reaching across perhaps to some branches that you can't quite get to, you've got that extra reach there as well. So 647986 is your item number. Now, we've got another tool. Yes,
I'm like a living tree.
You are, aren't you?
I will be careful.
Hold this away.
Funny. So what have we got here?
So these are the wave blade shears, and again, what kind of jobs would we use these for, Denise?
Oh, hedge cutting, shrub cutting. You know, the smaller
branches
stems that you need to take off. But this works really beautifully. I can get carried away with this. And it's got a lovely, you know, feel.
Oh, that's like that really good pair of scissors.
Yes, as you do,
everything.
it is, because you hear it. It's like that scissors that you know is going to have a really
sort of dressmaking scissors always sort of made that sound, didn't they? They cut
only when they really cut well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this does
beautiful.
Yeah.
And it is, it's really precise.
So you could be, could shaping a little bit with that, couldn't you?
Oh, yes, for topiary, you could use it. That would work
brilliant.
well. Yes.
Yeah, really brilliant. And again, a really, really good price at £35. Spending over 30, so of course you can split that cost with PayPal Pay in 3. So whether that is for hedges or perhaps you've got a lot of ferns and things like that, it'd be ideal. Non-stick blades too, and it's got a sort of geared to give more strength for sort of the woodier areas as well. Real comfort grip handles too, really well designed, all these items. And you've got a nice length as well, 95 centimetres in length. So those extra long blades make things really easy.
Beautifully balanced they are.
Yeah, that's another great point, actually. It doesn't weigh you down because of how it's designed. 500 636 at £35 comes down to £13.32 on your first of 3 interest-free payments if you want to go for that one. Easiest way to shop and see everything when it comes to gardening is on the website.
It certainly is. So whether you're thinking about, oh my goodness, I do really want those long-handled grass shears, that's all there for you, but also all our plants as well. We've got some really nice pots coming up, and the cordyline looks amazing in there. The Miss Clementine, that really lovely orange flower, is a beautiful option to go for. We've got lavender as well. Check out all our gardening products. You really have got some incredible deals, and we've got our items like our weed gone and things like that as well. So you've got something for whatever you need garden-wise on our website. So have a little nosy on there. But pot-wise, we have got a beautiful collection, all fabulous colours, really great sizes, but Denise, weather resistant, which is so important.
Oh, absolutely, because you can pay a lot of money for a terracotta pot, and come the end of the winter, you go to see your plants and you find that there's chunks off of it, if not a big deep crack all the way through.
And lightweight, that's important, isn't it?
Yeah, really important. I mean, if you've got a sore back or you're, getting on in years like me,
well, I've gone to when they're full of compost, they're heavy, aren't they?
Yes, well, I've gone to these sort of pots because the terracotta and the other types are just too heavy for me.
Now, you've got 3 colours to choose from here, haven't you? You've got them available in a red that you're seeing on the screen right now. There's a gorgeous blue. It's a lovely aqua blue, actually.
Sage green,
and the sage green, yeah.
I think that's stunning, that sage green.
And you are getting a pair of these, remember, for £35.
That could be either side of your front door. It could be either side of your patio, outside your patio windows and things. 40 by 30 centimetres. They've got a glazed effect on them. So they've got a ceramic look. But remember, UV and frost resistant as well. Great, obviously lightweight, and great if you're bringing plants in the winter, putting them into a greenhouse. It makes it so much easier. But did you see, though there is an area where you can pop a hole, obviously, which you will for your outdoor plants, because there isn't a hole there yet and you can just drill that through really easily, we could use these in a conservatory.
Oh, absolutely, or even in the home. I mean,
in the bathroom, wherever.
Plants are really popular in the home now. People are getting really large house plants, so that large house plant in that would be perfect.
So 3 colours to choose from. Once again, you've got red, you've got the sage green, and you've got a blue option as well.
Sage green for me, but entirely up to you. Do order those while the stock is available. Now, we've got another option for you. We've got 2 colour choices in this, and we've called this a sort of a beige, but it's a stone we've called it, but I think it's more sort of a grey effect. I think it's a lovely colour, that. So it's stone if you're looking for it. We've got stone or red, and these are nice. These have got quite a traditional look to them, haven't they?
Traditional style, isn't it?
Yes. I think this is a sort of very classic colour as well. Yes.
Really nice.
Once again, with all the planters we're going to show you, they're UV stabilised, so they won't fade in the sunlight. They're also frost resistant, so they're great in the winter.
You lose so many pots in the winter, don't you? And whether that is chips or whether that is cracks, and the fact that these are always going to look this good, aren't they?
Always look good. Easy to clean as well. Terracotta gets a lot of algae on it, so that can be quite difficult to clean. You'd have to get a scrubbing brush out, whereas these you could just hose it and it'll clean off. Yes.
I've been told as well that sometimes terracotta will sort of draw the water out of the soil, whereas these don't dry out. So don't dry out.
And then in the winter it absorbs the water, and then if it freezes, it expands, and that's what makes the pots crack.
Look at that shine.
So in that respect, sort of better for your plants as well. Beautiful look to them.
And once again, a great size. These are lovely sizes. So if you're thinking of bigger plants, actually we've got a great cordyline on the show that'd go great in these. But if you want to put in maybe 3 smaller plants, you could do that as well, couldn't you?
That cordyline would look amazing. We did.
Or even, I mean, we had a choice here. You could put a choice here in the middle, and some of the pot other plants around the edge.
Yeah, all the plants that we mention, they are all available on the website. So ShopOnTV.co.uk is the easiest way to find all the plants, all the planters that we've got for you. So lots of different styles, no matter what your garden is, we've got them all available for you. And speaking of different styles,
I love these next ones.
these are nice.
These have got a great look.
Look, a lovely pattern.
Gosh.
Really pretty. Wouldn't lavender look just beautiful in there?
Yes, the lavender and also the geranium that you had.
Oh,
which
would
was
look
a beautiful
amazing.
colour. It looked beautiful, just hanging over the edge. Looked
That's a really nice purple flower, the geranium. Do have a little look at that. It's really, really pretty. And that would look really pretty. But then we had those lovely Miss Clementine. That would look nice.
They look
yes.
great in here. And that lovely metallic sheen on these, isn't it? Lovely style. It's like that stone washing that you see there. So any flowers, whether you want to go for a flower that matches, like your daffodils would look great in here, or you want to go for a contrast colour. I always like a really different colour flower in the pot, but you've got that graduated finish to the pots as well. Again, it is a pair, isn't it, with these?
It is. And you choose your colour option. And remember, you can use them inside or outside. So you can put a drainage hole in if you want to use them outside, but they will be able to be used inside because, of course, you could be watering inside plants because at the moment they haven't got the drainage hole in. So I think that's a real bonus with those too. So pretty, such a lovely, lovely design. And of course, because you're spending over £30, you've got PayPal Pay in 3, so £13.32 is your first of 3 payments. Don't forget, please, to check everything on our website.
Yes, the website is shopontv.co.uk. You'll see everything we've got. When it comes to gardening, the plants are spectacular. We've got the pots that we've been showing you, and lots of different styles and ranges. We've also got all of your essentials, and the most essential of all for me is the compost, and we're going to talk about that next for you. Now, when it comes to compost, you may have heard about compost in the news. It's very important that we use peat-free compost now,
Yes,
isn't it?
it's going to be outlawed soon.
It is.
Yeah, we're not going to be, well, it's not going to be available,
so
is it?
everybody's having to find alternatives, and this is a beautiful alternative that we've got here.
Such a clever idea because it's actually a brick of sort of compost.
Yes.
And then you create the soft compost by adding water.
Yes, that's right. I mean, if anybody's ever got a 75-litre bag of compost from the garden centre, you can't get hold of them.
Yeah,
They
can't pick them
go
up.
out of your hands. Whereas this comes in a brick, you can move it to where you want to store it. They store very easily and they last longer than a usual compost. So if you store it for more than a year, it'll be fine after that.
So completely peat-free. You can see how light and airy it is. So really going to actually allow you the roots to thrive because it's light and airy. Those roots will get right into that compost. And if you've got stronger roots, you've got better flowers, better fruit, bigger plants, healthier plants. Perhaps your hanging baskets have always failed. Perhaps it's the compost you're using. If it's stodgy and heavy, like a lot of compost can be, those roots can't get going. You know, sometimes you can take a plant out.
Yes.
You planted it at the beginning of the season, and it's still virtually like it was when it was
Yeah,
pot,
and the roots haven't expanded into the soil. Yes.
So honestly, you'll absolutely love it, and it's really nice to work with as well. That compost.
Really nice. Everybody's had their hands in it today, I've noticed.
They have, and you said colour-wise, it's a really nice colour, so it'd be nice to sort of use it as like a mulch on top.
Yeah, beautiful. Plants sitting above that would look really great.
Yeah, so on the top of your beds and your borders, even on top of your planters, if you just want to add some more compost, you will make up to 150 litres of compost with that deal on the screen.
And remember, pH and nutrient balanced as well, which is fantastic. It takes about 20 minutes, doesn't it? You add the water on into it, and you'll actually find it takes about 20 minutes for then to create this fantastic, beautiful compost. Jot those details down because the compost is always one of our absolute best sellers. But we've all fallen in love with our bird feeder.
What a great gift this would be. Now, this is a bird feeder with such great design on it.
It is, it's beautiful, it's very unusual. I mean, it's just a real feature in itself, isn't it?
You've got all the different areas to hang your bird feeders onto. You can also get additional little bird designs if you want to in the future.
Oh, lovely, fabulous.
And the box is great. So if you are thinking of a gift, it's only £22.
It's really good. And all you need to do is stake it into the ground. So it's really easy to set up. It all links into each other. And really pretty. Look at it outside. I mean, that is gorgeous. And imagine your bird feeders on and all the birds coming.
Yes, well, it looks wonderful.
Doesn't it look great?
I love this bird on the top as well.
We're going for a robin.
Yeah, little robin
on the top.
Yeah.
And the other great thing on the back of the box with this is it gives you a guide to what to feed all the different birds. So you've got the different breeds of bird on the top of the box. And then as you go down further onto the bottom of the box, you'll see there's all the different types of food that you can put in your feeders to attract those birds to the garden.
It's so nice to get birds in your garden. My mum's really lucky. Well, she's always fed the birds. They're virtually waiting. They know what time she comes out. She's got a blackbird that virtually sits there in the morning waiting for her and nearly comes up to her because it knows she's going to feed them. But it's so nice to have birds in the garden, isn't it?
Wonderful. Yes, just completes it, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it? The sound of birds.
Blackbird's song is beautiful.
Yeah, we often work quite late into the night, as you know.
I can imagine.
But now when we arrive home some days, they're so noisy, the birds, but it's a lovely sound to hear, isn't it?
Really
if you want to go for the feeding station and the hanging hooks, all included there at £22. 026396 is your item number if you want to go for that.
It is incredible value for money. Just having a little look and you can see the sort of length to it, the size of it. You're going to stake that into your garden and attract the birds into the garden. Absolutely beautiful. Do not miss out on that whilst they are available, and do think gift wise as well. Galvanised steel, and you've got a really nice sort of brown sort of hammer tone colour there, which is going to just work great in every garden. I say great gift, 2 metres in height. There's actually 8 hooks in total, and it really is easy to assemble, and you can actually alter the hooks into the angle that you want them, and that lovely little robin on the top. Just I really love that. So, and as I say, as a gift for £22, don't miss out. 026396 is your item number. But now we've got something that we definitely need.
Every garden needs a hose.
Yes,
don't
that's
they?
right.
And this is a great little hose. It's got the spray gun. It's a 10-metre hose. You've got 6 different, they call them patterns on the screen, but that's the different ways the water comes out, isn't it?
Yes, you just click it round to get a different type. Flat,
is there sort
cone,
of jet,
soaker, mist, jet. So you've got a good choice there. Feels comfortable in the hand. And what I like about this is that it's light. You know, you've got so many that are very heavy, it will make it difficult to carry, but that's really good.
And £35 is your price if you want to go for the green gem hose that we've got for you. And the reel's there, so when you aren't using it, you can reel it back in at £35.
And you've got 2 tap adapters as well.
Yes.
Yes,
universal
will it fit
adapters.
my tap? It's got 2 tap adapters, which is fabulous, but super lightweight.
Yeah.
So, you know, perhaps you've got relatives that are getting a little bit older, and you know they're struggling with that heavy hose pipe, and this could be a great gift.
Absolutely, yeah. I think that's a really good idea.
Yeah, nice present, isn't it?
Yeah.
And obviously, when you've got plants, you want to look after them, but you want it to be as easy as possible.
Yeah, and all the adapters, everything you need included there with the hose if you go for that. 176807 is your item number on that one. Again, keep shopping on the website. ShopOnTV.co.uk is always the easiest way for you to shop. We've got a full range of plants.
We have. Do check out our plants. We've got some beautiful ones. Lavender, Cloud 9, the geranium is my absolute favourite, as is the cordyline, which I love. You've got agapanthus. You've got some of my absolute favourites, actually. I wasn't involved in getting these, but I'm like, oh, I love that. That's one of my, I love that one. So have a little nose in. Of course, we showed you all those fabulous pots. They'll all look amazing in those pots too. But actually, working in a garden, you need good tools, don't
You certainly do.
Yes, they make all the difference. If you've got the right tools, it just makes the job so much easier.
Yeah, and it makes you want to go into the garden even more.
Yes, it does.
Now, this item in particular, we'd not seen anything like this before.
No, I haven't. It's got wheels on the bottom. And so instead of just having to hold your tool at the right height so that it doesn't get stuck, you just
can balance it. You don't
and
balance it.
So you can do it with one hand. Yeah. So I can unlock it. It's got to open it on the handle, so it opens it, and then you can just go across.
So you're controlling that right from the top. That's brilliant.
Yeah, But look, I can do it with one hand.
Yeah,
the one that I've got at home, I have to hold with two hands.
You were so
after a
excited
few
about
minutes,
these.
I have to sit down because it really hurts the
There's
back.
something I'm going to tell you about these, but I'm not going to tell you until we do it. And it was exactly that, because it is a chore when you're holding something that's weighing you down, and you have to keep stopping because you can't do it all.
Because it's too much.
Whereas that, you'll be able to do all of the
Exactly.
edging
If I can
things.
take it home with me,
Yeah.
that would be great.
I think you can.
I think you've got connections. You
We'll
might
have
be
a
able
word
to.
with someone.
So the other good thing about this is that, I've locked the blades at the top, and then I can turn it.
I love this.
Yeah.
Great.
And do my edging. And again, so I unlock the blade,
Brilliant.
and then you can do your edging like this. One hand again. Normally it's such a it's a weighty. Normally you have a weight on the end of your arm.
And usually you're having to get down there to do it as well if you haven't got a long tool. My mum, I know, has been down with sort of cutters on her knees trying to do the edging.
Oh, yes,
or around the stepping stones and things.
No, quite. This is a gem, and so easy to shift around, and
Yeah,
it feels
it's
very
lovely.
solid.
And it goes
you can have it
180
all the way around the
degrees.
other way.
And you can feel the quality, can't you? It's got
I
that.
think so.
It's that the clicking is a bit like an expensive car door shutting. You know, you've got absolute quality, and these are really going to last.
I love it.
It's great. It's so lightweight, so easy to use with those wheels on. You don't have to bend down. 942492 is your item number if you want to go for that one. Again, it's really unusual to see.
So
something like that.
maintaining edges and borders, cutting grass back as well, perhaps where the strimmer won't go, and no bending down at all, which is brilliant. It helps you to get into tight spaces, and whilst you're standing, no bending, which we love, and love the fact that the head swivels so you can do sort of the edging in any direction. Really cleverly designed, but designed you can use it with one hand very easily. Use it with two if you'd rather, but really easy and lightweight.
Take advantage of PayPal on that one as well. If you're paying online, you can spread the costs interest-free with PayPal. $14.98 on your first of 3 payments. 942492. And do check out all the plants that we've got. We don't have any trees, but we've acquired one today.
Yes, somebody's been out in the car park.
Now, the reason we've got this is because we've got these great ratcheted loppers. These make it so easy, don't they?
They do, yes. You can see the ratchet. I think you can just see it against my trousers there.
Yeah.
And it makes it so much easier. This has got nice long handles, really comfortable in the hand, and does the job.
Let's
That's
have
the
a
main
look.
thing. So here we go. 1, 2, there we go.
It's like it makes you super strong, Denise.
Well, yes, as I was saying before, I've not been to the
I'm
gym
expecting you
recently.
to do this at the end. Whoa, but you don't have to be strong. This is your strength.
So,
Because of
should
that
we do another
ratchet
one?
system.
Yeah,
Here we
go
go.
for it.
Another. So you're like 1, then 2,
Yes.
and it just
And probably you could
it.
even do 3 if you had a larger.
Yes.
If you had a larger branch.
Right.
And do you know the
could
lovely
get-
thing is it cuts
Have
so
another one,
sharply.
Okay.
And watch how it cuts.
And
then
what
look
I
at the
like is,
cuts.
look, you see the ends are small enough to be able to get in between
Oh,
branches
right.
as well.
Perfect.
There.
And the clean cut that you get.
Yeah.
And
Just to
that's
show you the
so
end.
important. Because if you tear when you're doing bushes and things, sadly they can get infection, and you can destroy a plant by trimming
Go
it
for
back badly.
Oh, another.
But trimming this, so good.
What shall I do? 1 or 2?
As
Well,
many
I
as
mean,
you like.
what I mean is, shall I go for 1 cut or 2?
Oh, I
one,
don't know.
like sort of.
Now you're showing off now, Denise. You don't need to go to the gym. I mean, it's a great buy, this. I think it makes those chores, again, not chores. doesn't it?
Absolutely. And you've got nice long handles to be able to reach up high. Because often you're cutting branches that are quite high.
If you're reaching over a bed to a sort of a bush or something
Yes.
to cut some branches off, you've got the reach there with these as well. That very clever geared system for really easy cutting. It gives you that extra power that you saw there with Denise. The handles have got 70 centimetres in length, and it will cut 32 millimetres in cutting capacity.
Right.
So you've got an idea of the thickness it will cut through. But I think every gardener needs
Definitely.
Oh,
those.
you've got to have a pair of lopping shoes. It's the main tool.
And good quality. That's the
Absolutely,
important
yes.
thing. 647-986 is your item number there. We've got a huge range of gardening products now, so please check everything out. Plants, planters, and all the tools, all the essentials as well.
I'm in absolute heaven, because your garden is your little calm place, isn't it? It's so nice to have lovely plants, but so nice to have the tools to look after everything as well. Massive thank you to Denise.
You're very welcome.
Thank you for
It's been a
watching.
joy.
Check your baskets out, but keep shopping. Enjoy your garden.
Follow us across all of our social media at ShopOnTV Live. At ShopOnTV, our goal is to provide you with the best shopping experience possible. Our team of shopping experts is dedicated to sourcing the latest, greatest and most desirable products at the lowest prices available, delivering them to you quickly and conveniently and ensuring your complete satisfaction. We're passionate about maintaining the highest standards of quality and service every step of the way from design to dispatch. You'll find us on ITV1 and STV from midnight to 3 a.m, Freeview Channel 89 from midnight to 6 p.m, and on YouTube at ShopOnTV Live. Our daily broadcasts are your TV window into the global marketplace, presenting you with a collection of carefully curated must-have items, demonstrated by our on-air team with honesty, integrity and trust. Plus, there's even more in our online store at shopontv.co.uk. So when it's time to shop, shop on TV.
Do you have questions about a product before you purchase? Or just want to be part of the show? You can reach the Shop on TV studio at any time during our live broadcasts by emailing studio@shopontv.co.uk. We look forward to hearing from you at Shop on TV.
Shop on TV also broadcasts every day from midnight to 6 p.m. on Freeview Channel 89, with an even wider range of must-have products at market-beating prices. So, check your electronic programme guide for the latest show schedule and tune in daily to grab the offers while they're still available. There's more to see with Shop on TV.
Welcome back to Shop on TV, and wow, have we got a product for you. This is so clever.
It's brilliant. It's called the iFlex. If you're looking for a stand for your phone or your tablet, we've got a brilliant bundle for you, because in this bundle you get one large and one small. But what are they? Well, these are going to be so versatile for your phone, whether you're on a plane, whether you're on a train. They're brilliant, aren't they?
Not just for your phone though, people use them as well for glue guns, if you're crafting, use them for their glasses. It just allows you to make a stand suitable for whatever really you need it to be. It could be on a train and you're watching the movies, or you could be working on that train doing your emails and things for your tablet, but it could be at the gym, it could be on a plane and you're watching movies on the plane, because you can actually hook it on the seat in front. It's so clever.
Isn't it great? The hook system that you've got there, whether you are, as Hayley said, on a plane or a train, is going to be brilliant. It's for your tablet, it's for your phone. You could even put a book on there.
It's non-slip as well, which is fantastic. It's super strong. Yeah, you could be reading your book on your tablet.
Yes,
you could be out laying in the sun, and rather than trying to hold a book, you could have your book on that stand whilst you're tanning your back.
It is the iFlex, and it's completely flexible. You can adjust it.
And it's completely flat to take with you, so it'll go into a handbag, it'll go into a gym bag.
So for storage, it's brilliant.
For packing, it's fantastic.
But then angle it however you need to hold your phone, to hold your tablet. Absolutely brilliant. And so versatile. And in our bundle, you are going to get two. You're going to get the smaller one that I've got there, and you're going to get the larger one.
And you've got a choice of colours as well. So you have got a navy, which I'm showing you. You've got the sky blue, and you've also got the black. But they're really easy to manoeuvre. So perhaps you're doing a recipe in the kitchen and you think, oh, I could just stand the recipe book on there. Well, actually, I use my tablet for lots of my recipes. But then you could actually bend it, so you could have one each side. And then you could have, on one side, you could actually have your tablet. On the other side, you could have your glasses.
Pop your glasses on there as well. And so many different uses. If you're a crafter, brilliant for your crafting, for balancing things. You can see for your tablet there, for your phone itself, and in so many different scenarios. Now, the bundle does get you two. You get the large and the small for $24.99. 712363 is the item number. Brilliant present for the future.
Birthdays coming up, Christmas coming up, wherever we are, honestly, you have got the ideal gift for whether that be nephews and nieces, grandchildren, friends. It's just that really handy product that people go, really? And honestly, there you go. So you've got the phone on one side, glasses on the other. It could be a book, it could be your tablet, you could be reading, you could be working on your tablet, perhaps doing emails on the train, you could be on a plane, it could be hooked on the bus, you can hook it on the little stand in front if you're doing a long bus journey.
And you're going to love it. 712363, great gift. Maybe you want to keep one for yourself and and give one as a gift. The easiest way to shop is always on the website, ShopOnTV.co.uk, or you can order on the phone, 03333 241 241. The fact
that's good.
Yeah, in the trolley.
On the trolley, that could be a little shopping list. My mum's got a notebook, and she always loses it in the trolley as she's trying to do a shopping. You could actually hook that. I'm going to get one of these for Mum.
The fact there's nothing that's going to break here as well. You know, you sometimes buy things and things break off the corner, break off the edge, but this is completely flexible and you can adjust it to whatever angle you want it at. So if you are sat watching your tablet, maybe you're scrolling through Shop on TV.
You could be FaceTiming.
Yes.
And how many times have you lent your phone or your tablet and you're FaceTiming and then you're talking to them and it falls over and they're now seeing the ceiling?
Do you know what?
So it'd be really good.
Just thought, well, the other thing it'd be great for is taking pictures, put it on a timer,
on the timer,
on your phone or on your tablet.
And that could be in my handbag when we're on our holidays, because we don't like to ask people to take photographs.
No.
And so then you're either taking a photo of just you or just your partner, whereas you could actually stand it up, couldn't you? And you'd be taking a great shot.
Super lightweight as well, so if you are travelling, and you will get the two different stands included, two different sizes.
So one's sort of an iPad size, one's a phone size, but do think about books and things like that. And if you are a crafter, use it for your glue gun and things like that you don't want to lay down. You can actually sort of stand. I'm going to try, I haven't tried it, but my hairdryer, I think I could probably angle it and put my hairdryer on there. So it's stood ready for you to grab it. But check out all the areas to use it. It's amazing. Mobile phones, tablets and so much more. Whether you're on the plane, whether you're on a train, you could be watching movies, you could be working, you could be at the gym. You can actually hook it here, there and anywhere. So you could be on a long bus journey and hook it on the chair in front. It could be in the kitchen. You want to do a recipe. It could be holding your recipe book or your tablet with the recipe on. When you want to keep your hands free when you're mixing the ingredients and things. So versatile.
And maybe you want to go for a couple of these. Well, they do come in 3 different colours. Maybe you want a colour for you, a colour for the kids. You've got 3 different options, remember. And you can use it just how you want to. It's such a versatile stand. And the fact you can angle it exactly where you need it on whatever surface, whether you're hooking it on, whether you're using it as a solo there, whether you want to bring it up at the back and have your glasses balanced on there. 712363 is your item number. 3 colours to choose from. You see in the navy there, next to that you've got that lovely sky blue in the middle, and we've also got it available in a black. It is a twin pack. You'll get the small and the large for £24.99.
It is fabulous. And don't forget, if you're spending over £30, so if you buy a couple of these, you'll get PayPal Pay in 3 on our website as well. So versatile. It's so easy, so lightweight, and I'm just thinking of other reasons and ways to use it.
We've only just been introduced to it, and when we first saw it, we were like, but now we've seen all the different things you can do with it. Absolutely brilliant.
Could be by your bed, couldn't it? Holding your phone through the night.
Yes.
And then your glasses, you could have your phone on one side and you could have your glasses on the other by the bedside table. Absolutely phenomenal. And as I say, great gift idea. So I would multi-order these. Check your baskets out. Don't miss out. Brand new product for us and so many different ways to use it.
712363 is your item number. ShopOnTV.co.uk, or you can order on the phone 03333 241 241. As a tablet holder, as a phone holder, if you're a crafter, there's so many uses, and everyone's got a phone, nearly everyone's got a tablet, so it'll be great for everybody.
But of course, use it for your books and other things as well. Honestly, it's so versatile. You'll be telling us the different ways you used it. But check your baskets out. Don't miss out. We'll see you in a bit.